Yo, 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 it's your boy One Deep 215 back with another video. Today, I'm going to do another requested video by one of the subscribers. He pretty much asked, why is women suddenly not dating men that have kids? He want to know what's up with that. And while I'm at it, I want to thank you for the content, for the kind words. As always, I appreciate you. You know who you are. He went into a little detail about himself. He's 33 years old. He has one child. I believe he says child was 12. I might be mistaken, so correct me if I'm wrong. And he said he just been having a hard time with the ladies as far as his child, and we all know, unless you've been under a rock, it's a new theme that's been going on. I don't know where it came from, but there's a new theme that's been going on with a lot of modern women where they don't want to date men with kids. They don't take men serious that have children. They look at them in, kind of a distasteful way. It's like, if you got kids, move to the side. And I say it came out of nowhere because it has. I never remember in any time, recent history, going back in time, I never remember it being a thing where women were so against dating or dealing with a man that has children, let alone one child. Like this guy, said he only has one. But we're going to talk about that because the first reason that pops into my head is most of these women, modern women, are followers. They follow what their friends do. They follow what their counterparts do. They follow what their coworkers do. They follow the people in their family. And for the most part, these are women. These are women following women, right? And we know this. Not saying it's right. I think it's, one should be at one with self and move at your own beat or your own drum or what have you. But women has been followers and very impressionable and very vain for a long time. It just has. That's not nothing new. And these times it's just even worse because of social media, what have you. So usually when one woman goes with something and it becomes a thing, the masses start to latch onto it. They start to say, you know what? Yeah, she's right. We don't want guys that got children. And another reason for that, and which is the biggest reason that I believe a lot of these women are shunning men that have kids, is because it's kind of like a one-up. It's kind of like payback. I'm going to talk about that. Because they know a lot of men, not all of us, because I'm not even one of them, but I digress. A lot of men, modern men, claim to fame has been, we don't want to date no baby mamas. We don't want to date women with kids, especially women with multiple kids by multiple men. Those women are, below the barrel type of women. Those women come with a lot of problems and baggage. Not saying it's true or not, but I'm going by what I know and what I hear. Those women will never find, the right one because she made too many mistakes. She needs to be with her baby father. She needs to be with her ex. Let him handle it. I'm not taking care of nobody's child. And that's been the thing, if we admit. So what women do, a lot of women, not all, is they see how men carry it, just like they follow women. Believe it or not, they follow men. I said it before, women want to be men. I don't know if y'all been hitting under a rock, or maybe some people is just naive, or some people is just blind. But if you can't tell that in modern times that women want to be just like men, I don't know what to tell you. Because it is true. Is it all women? No. But there's a lot of them. So there we go back with the women not liking men with children aspect. And that's where they doing it. It's like an eye for an eye. We gonna one up y'all on your own propaganda, on your own terms that y'all already laid out and been laying out for quite a while now. Y'all don't want to mess with us single mothers. We don't want to mess with you men that have children either. And that's the biggest reason to my guy that requested this video. That is other reasons, don't get me wrong, but that's the biggest reason. Women have taken everything and tried to turn it. You know, even things they really don't believe in. Because if you gave me truth serum, and this is just me talking, so there's really no truth to it. I'm just saying, if you ask me on the carpet, do I believe women don't like men with kids? I will tell you it's a load of crap. It's just a movement that they trying to set in place and make a thing because of those two reasons. Some female guru, relationship expert, probably, I don't know who or whom, but came out with the, idea, you know what, we need to stop messing with these single fathers or these men that have children by women they not with. That's one of the reasons, and the main reason is they're using our own ammunition against us. And I ain't even gonna say us, because like I said, I'm gonna elaborate on this a little bit. I do believe in dating women that have kids. Now, within reason, there's circumstances in that. I don't want to date a woman with 5 kids and 5 different baby fathers, but y'all know where I'm going with that. If I'm being real, I stand on my own. I get that the masses and the general public and our gender, for the most part, a lot of us, not all, ain't trying to mess with no single mom. I understand the reasons for that. But I'm my own man, and me personally, I wouldn't have a problem with it, like I said, within reason. But getting back on the women's side of things, yes, I believe they're using our own ammo against us. They saying we going to teach them, since they don't want to date us single moms, we going to put out a claim to fame and act like we don't want to date single fathers. Now, it ain't as big on the landscape as men not wanting to date women, because I only hear about it a little, but it is a thing. So my subscriber that sent me that email, you're not alone on that. I've heard men running into women, and as soon as they find out that they got a young bull or 2 young bulls or a daughter or 2 daughters or whatever the case may be, all of a sudden the vibe changed. All of a sudden they acting different. It's like, oh, you're no prize. You're no catch. And it's like, come on, So I get it, but that is the reason. That is the main reason, is because they using what we use against them. And they do it with a lot of things. Why do you think these women are so masculine acting? It ain't just happened because of something in the water. They want to be us. They talk down on us, and they tell us that we don't know anything and this and that. We know all the things women say about us, men. But if you see how women move, a lot of them moving very much so masculine, overly masculine. They shouldn't even be masculine at all. They should be the opposite of that, which is feminine. But a lot of them is moving masculine because they want to mimic our behavior, the things that we stand for, or what have you. So that's what it is. Now, there's a caveat in that I also believe is a reason a lot of these women, some of these women, find it distasteful to date men with children. And it's a selfish level to this as well, because some women ain't trying to be like men at all. Some women ain't listening to another woman spew some rhetoric about dating single fathers. It ain't neither one of them two things. But what it is, and what's is a little more darker, is there's a selfish type of woman out here that she probably done been through the ringer and then had her fair share of men through her life for whatever reason. And for whatever reason, it seems like when she date men with children, time becomes of the essence, meaning he don't have as much time for her because he do have child. Because he do get that child every other weekend. Then I say is also a financial part about that, because it's like a man with a child ain't going to have enough money to spend on me, ain't going to have no time, or what have you. There's an aspect of women that's out there like that too. You know, and I am going to say this, whether it's right or wrong, because I know a lot of men that don't want to deal with women for that same reason. Probably not as much so the monetary part, but they don't want to deal with women with kids because their time is for their children and they have minimal time with them, if that makes sense. So it's a double-edged sword when it comes to that aspect. So it's a selfish reason as well, I believe, why these women are doing this. You know, at the end of the day, to my subscriber that requested this video, I think it goes without saying, the best advice I could give you in these times is obviously try to court and vet women that actually like kids and actually really like kids. They're not putting on no front. I think that goes without saying. But other than that, it's like you just gotta, listen, your child is forever. So there's no getting around that. You know, if you really out here looking for women, you just gotta move strategically, bro. And try, you know, put your best foot forward. But your child, your son, or whatever, is going to be, that's forever. So there's no, not saying you try to do this, but there's no swaying from that. There's no, well, man, you know, my son is kind of getting in the way of my love life. We can't say that. And like I said, I don't believe you thinking that way. I'm just saying, I'm using this as an example to, you know, get to the point. It is what it is. Yeah, I got a 12-year-old son, or however old he is, and this comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And a real woman is going to recognize that and respect that. For real, for real. Because at the end of the day, like I said, we rattled off all them cases of what it could be, of why the tables have turned. And for real, for you asking me, none of them is warranted enough. If a chick bang with you enough, it shouldn't matter if you got a son. That's another thing that's bad for me. Like, it ain't like, you know, you got 4 or 5 kids. You got a son, and you run into these women that's reneging on said relationship just because of that. I find that very distasteful. I do. You know, maybe once in the blue, but not, you know, countless amounts of times. That's crazy. So it is what it is. It's a dog-eat-dog world out here, and we all just got to maneuver and tread lightly and just stand firm at the same time. But I hope this kind of gave you a generalization of what's going on out here. If any of y'all got any other things that I didn't touch on, let us know down below, because I'm sure that subscriber is watching this video, and he definitely needs some words of encouragement and, you know, some words of wisdom. But if y'all like videos like this, hit it with a like. Subscribe to my channel if you so choose. Tap that notify bell so you can be updated when more videos come out. Until the next time, I see you on the next one.